ever catch yourself thinking all men are trash or every woman's a cheater after a breakup? Well, today we're diving into the dangerous mind traps that can mess up your love life for years, and you probably don't even realize you're falling into them. Okay, look, we all know breakups, they hit hard. Depression, shattered self-esteem, broken boundaries. These are all part of the package, but while you can fix these with therapy and self-help, there is something more sneaky that can permanently damage your chances at finding or reattracting love again. And these are logical fallacies, okay? These are essentially toxic thought patterns, very unrealistic toxic thought patterns that seem totally reasonable when you're hurting, but can secretly sabotage future relationships that you're trying to build. So let me break down the most dangerous ones, the 5 specifically, most dangerous ones. Starting off with the fallacy of composition. And this is when you take one bad experience and you apply it to literally everyone. For example, my ex-girlfriend constantly lies to me, therefore all women are liars. Or my ex-boyfriend or husband cheated on me, therefore all men are cheaters. Or even, to be a bit more specific, my ex was this gaming addict who ignored me all the time, so clearly anyone who plays video games will be a terrible partner. Like, see how crazy that sounds when you say it out loud? Yet these are true beliefs that people form without ever realizing it. Next, we have the fallacy of Div Vision, basically the reverse Uno card, the first fallacy that I mentioned. And this is when you hear something like, men prefer athletic women, and then you decide that that means every single man on earth must have this exact same preference. Spoiler, they don't. Third fallacy on our list is the bandwagon fallacy, and this one happens when you join your friend's pity party and you start believing something just because everyone else does. Like when all your buddies, let's say, they get cheated on by their wives or girlfriends, right? And suddenly you are nodding along, thinking, yeah, I guess all women really are unfaithful. I mean, look, that's not wisdom. These aren't accurate insights. It's just all about jumping on the heartbreak bandwagon. Number 4. The appeal to nature fallacy. This is the but it's natural argument. You know, men are naturally less emotional, so they shouldn't show feelings at all, or women are natural caregivers, so they shouldn't focus on their careers. I mean, look, this thinking doesn't just limit your dating pool, it can trap you in a lot of toxic relationships because you think that that's just how things are supposed to be. And when you're, let's say, with a woman, you're in a relationship and they're a bit more interested in their career than taking care of the household, well, if you have this belief that I just mentioned, as how women should be caregivers or take care of the household, you are probably going to have this tendency to change that other person, to try and control them. It's gonna lead to a lot of drama in your relationships, so hopefully you can avoid that. Finally, we have the naturalistic fallacy, the judgmental cousin of number 4, the last fallacy that I went over. This one basically takes natural traits and turns them into moral obligations. So, for example, men are naturally dominant, so they should control their partners, they should dominate their partners. Or women are naturally nurturing, so they should prioritize family over career. I mean, what the fuck, right? This fallacy presupposes if a person is not behaving aligned with their supposed innate fundamental nature, they're a bad person. That's why these are very much tied to morality, these fallacies. And look, here's the thing, we all fall into these traps, especially after a brutal breakup. The worse the breakup, the more convinced we are that these warped thoughts, these fallacies are just absolute truth, that they're gospel. It's like your brain's way of trying to protect you by creating these oversimplified rules about relationships. And yeah, all of this sucks, okay, But here's the good news. While you can't completely eliminate these fallacies, as you can't completely eliminate any emotional issue, you can at least learn to spot them and shut them down when they start to rear their ugly heads. The key is to simply catch yourself when you're making these sweeping generalizations and remember that they're just your hurt brain trying to make sense of the pain. These things that they're coming up with, they're not facts. They're usually pretty damn inaccurate. And I mean, think about it. Would you want someone judging you based on their ex's behavior? Of course not. So why the hell do it to other people? Now, if you're watching this and you're recognizing some of these thought patterns in yourself, don't worry. Awareness is the first step to breaking free from them. So that's all I have for you for this video. If you want to go deeper into breakup recovery, learn even more tips to heal and grow from the breakup, download my free recovery cheat sheet. The link to it is in the description down below. It's a cute little one-page PDF with a bunch of tips on how to heal and recover and heal and grow from a breakup that you can implement, or at least start implementing right this second. So yeah, grab that free resource and I'll catch you guys and gals in a later video. Bye bye.